Alright, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like the video. It really helps. It's just one click. Doesn't even cost you any money like life insurance or anything like that. I'm going to show you how to break down the engine real quick because I took this Kazuma motor. It's a 50cc out of this four-wheeler that I basically dissected. It was in a graveyard for a while at my friend's house. And I wanted to use it on this mini chopper that I got on a trade on Facebook. So in between getting everything wired up and getting some new parts like a coil and stuff for it, couldn't get it started, found out it had no compression. So I had to take the motor apart anyway to find out if I had a dish piston or a flat piston. In the process, obviously I had to take the motor apart to find out what piston it was, and then found out that my piston rings were compressed, and that's why I wasn't building compression. So I ended up actually fixing the piston rings and the piston, and the motor fired over just fine. So sure, I put one or two of the rings on upside down, not thinking about it, so I'm getting a little bit of smoke. So I'm gonna take it back apart real quick, fix those rings or take a look at them, and then throw it back together and shoot this video in the process. So here's how to break down a 50cc motor, and this will apply for 50cc, 70cc, 90cc, 110, 125s, even up to 150s, and I believe even like the 190 Liffen motor or Shingen motor, I believe. They're all almost the same exact engineering, just a different jug and a different cylinder head probably, or the same cylinder head but a bigger jug with a bigger bore. Most times it's the same casing, so there's really not a lot of reasons to go in here unless you have like stripped gears or something just really bizarre, because I've beat the heck out of this motor and done like really violent wheelies on that little four-wheeler with my big self as an adult. So this thing has gone through a lot of abuse, and I've never needed to go inside the casing, and the casing's never leaked. So we're going to show you how to break down the motor in like 5 minutes. You'll need this cap off to get access to the cam gear, which has to be undone to get everything off. That's just a big bolt on the back side. On here, you'll want to remove your spark plug wire. You don't need to remove the spark plug. These 4 bolts hold on all the assembly. This screw here and this screw here just kind of hold the casings together as well. And that's almost it, besides undoing your cam gear, which is pretty simple stuff. So let's go. On here are these nuts. Take your exhaust pipe off. There should already be studs in your head. Down there, these 2 nuts, exhaust comes right off. After these 4 bolts are out, your cam cover's off. You got these studs in here, you take those out. This is like your timing tensioner / roller grommet for the timing chain. This has to come completely out as well, so you can separate this bolt from being inside the rubber grommet itself. Undo these little guys, I think they're like an 8mm to get the cam gear off. Inside, this is your timing hole, so to speak, and you can see that circle with a line coming straight out of it. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see it. It's your timing mark, and you'll know that because if you take this cover off, you will see a T next to it, but I memorized where it is because if you rotate to the left, you'll see some like dotted lines going sideways in a solid line. Once you pass that, your first dot with the line under it is your T mark because it has a T on it. You'll want to know that because along with this dot with the line coming straight out of it that you're looking at right now in there, there's several dots to the left that are called, like, this one has an R that's over here, and there's like 2 or 3 more that have different letters on them. I don't really know what they mean, but they're not applicable to this scenario. But if you're on your timing mark, which is the first one after the dotted lines that go sideways and one solid line together, they're like a design like that. And then over here is the dot with the letter T on it. You'll also have a dot in your cam gear right here that should line up with this notch right here in the cylinder head, so to speak, and that's how you know you're in, which are a certain pattern, so you cannot bolt this cam gear on the wrong way. Given I'm at top dead center right now, which is where I need to be to take the motor apart without any extra drama, you'll undo these and break this cam gear off. So I'm going to put that in this video as well, just so you can have it on there. So now that my cam gear is undone with these bolts, you'll just kind of pull on it with like a screwdriver. Anything will kind of get this thing loose. It's not hard. And just like that, that's how you free it up. Now the cam gear is off, so technically if we want, we can just pull everything off, and basically a forward motion is pretty simple and straightforward from there. All right, and just like that, when you know what you're doing, it literally took me like 5 minutes to get to this point, like those, and then basically just repeat the process, and that's how it goes back on. It's very simple stuff. Your jug will go back on. This gasket was kind of ate away, but the jug goes inside the crankcase, so this gasket really isn't that important and obviously wasn't leaking. I have to clean up the top gasket, which is there, a little bit because it was leaking overnight, which just means I needed to tighten it down more. I didn't know what the torque specs were, so I really didn't romp on it, but I probably should have just to make sure I don't have any other issues. The process, putting it back together, again, it's very simple. Just follow in reverse. I don't really want to make a lead-on video of how to put it back together. So, yeah, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. It doesn't cost you anything, and it's very generous. It's very helpful. It gets my channel out there. Makes me a little bit of money for my time and effort. So, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. This is a finished product, but I just wanted to show you matte black for the end of this video.